Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Late night Cappy. Are you working on it while you're working in the double dipping, but when the triple dipping and then the making it? You damn right I am. You damn right. Well, I barely stumbled onto your channel today, and after viewing it about 6 videos in a row, I feel like giving this a shot. I come from a barely middle-class family. I think we'd be in poverty if it isn't for the 8 people living under one roof of this 3-bedroom house. So your parents fucked up and had more kids than they could afford. So now that I realize at 22 that I let many huge opportunities go by the wayside due to my laziness, after finishing high school, I went to community college for way longer than I should have, 3 years, and ended up with a 2.1 GPA. I never took school seriously, but knew I was shitty at math, still am. I'm somewhat of an extrovert and can make conversation easily. Anyway, I got married last month. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're 22, you're still living at home, and you got married. I've known her since we were 16. All right, well, maybe you guys are high school sweethearts. We officially had a relationship at 18. She has a job at a Montessori school and works with children. To be quite honest, I don't think I'd be seeking to better myself in shitty habits had it not been for her. All right, good. She's a good influence on you. I work at a cellular phone place and make, if I'm lucky, $200 a week. No, I don't pay rent, but like I said, I live with 7 other relatives and my grandparents' home. Your parents are real fucking losers. Okay, it's pretty shitty if, like, you're 22 and you live with your parents, but if you're 22 and your parents are probably in the 40s and you're all living with the grandparents gotta be saying, what the fuck did we fuck up? Holy shit. Look, dude, you know you're in the United States and, fucking no one gives a shit about American culture, what Americans used to stand for. No, let's all just live in fucking third world poverty. My aunt and my mom, my dad isn't in the picture. No shit. So I had my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunt, and my mom be my role models growing up. My wife and I decided to live separately and give it about 8 months to a year in order to save up all the money we can for a down payment on a home. She's living with her mom in a 3-bedroom home with 4 people in total. I'd rather have that than to have her live uncomfortably with 8 people in a home with 3 beds and 2 baths. The number one, okay, before we go any further, you know what the number one lesson that you should learn from your life up until this point is not to fucking breed, okay? Now, yeah, I mean, breed later, but right now, don't fucking bring any children into the world, okay? That's the problem. Fucking partner. So don't get in this fucked up situation like your elders are in. And unlike your dad, don't be a deadbeat dad if you have a kid and stick around for the kid's life. But just don't have kids. I mean, look, I'm going to save you a world of hurt. You don't have to do a lot if you don't have kids, right? So as bad as the situation is, it could be a lot worse if you get your girlfriend pregnant. I want to go to a university to study business, and my end goal is to become a marketing manager, but to be honest, I don't know how to get all those things together when I feel this far behind and can only pretend I don't have such huge problems. Dude, you don't have huge problems. You have free rent. Doesn't sound like you have any debt. And you got a job. You're doing better than average. So I don't think you got huge problems. I forgot to mention that I'm also self-taught graphics designer. I downloaded Photoshop when I was 16, and ever since I've been on it pretty much every day up until now. I've made logos, posters, and business cards for people, and have charged ranging from $30 to $150. Good, you got a great little side business going on. Absolutely, run with that shit. Only recently have I decided to go into sort of a side business to make this money as a boost to me and my wife. No, we don't have kids, but we both would love to have some. We are financially fit to do so. I need some real advice. All right, look, dude. I'm going to give you the game plan. I'm going to tell you the one thing stopping you from achieving it. And then we'll all laugh. Your game plan should not be to go into business. Business and marketing, that's all bullshit. Sounds like you're already a pretty good salesman. Sounds like you have that gift, and you don't need... All business degrees are worthless unless you're going to go into accounting, okay? So don't waste your time with that bullshit. Still, you're going to have to find something to do, and I don't know what you were doing dicking around 3 years in a trade school or a community college. You should have come out with a trade or something. So I would get your ass back there, but first you got to take inventory, figure out what you want to do with your life. This marketing management bullshit, oh yeah, that's just you being lazy again. Just admit you don't want to do math, and that's why, oh, marketing, I think I'll be a marketer. Really, you're going to go get your degree, and you're going to be a manager. Really, they're going to hire some punk-ass kid, like, who took 3 years in community school, didn't even graduate, and then, like, oh, you're 25, you finally get your bachelor's. Oh, we're going to make you a manager? No, let me explain something to you, okay? No one gives a shit about degrees anymore, especially worthless business degrees. So what I would do is, if you're going to go to school, you better go and learn a goddamn trade, a good one. Hang on, I'm going to move this. There we go. So you have to figure out what you want to do in life, and it could be marketing manager, but you know what? You might as well just go straight for sales. Try harder at the cell phone place, make better sales, gun for a promotion, something, work extra hours, something, because going to school for a marketing degree is bullshit. It's definitely not worth it. So if you have a penchant for plumbing or welding or something, that's what you can do. There's that route. I'd also recommend the military, because right now, like every 22-year-old, you don't know what you want to do. That's fine. That's okay. But they'll pay you a hell of a lot more and give you a lot more options and ideas of what to do. And you can spend a lot of time in the military and try and figure things out, because most young people don't have their shit figured out. I'd also strongly recommend, before I forget, watch the video Don't Try Until You're 35. And that'll be some added advice. But basically, you got to figure out what your game plan is, and your game plan sucks. God damn it, the light went out. It's spooky. There we go. So there is that. So trade school, some kind of trade. I can't tell you what it is. You got to figure out what you want to do. Spend some time in the military. You get free everything that way, and they'll definitely kick your ass in this shape. Now, I would like to say you could become an engineer or a doctor or anything like that, but you can't because you're too fucking lazy, and you know it. And people, how do I stop being lazy? That's the most lazy fucking question ever. If you're asking a question, how do I stop being lazy? You're so fucking lazy. I can't help you. There's no one that can help you in a million years. The solution to stop being lazy is to stop being lazy. Get out. What's this? How dumb do you have to be to have a 2.1 in community college? All right? Are you really that dumb? What you should do, and now here's the problem. The debate's always interesting about IQ tests. A lot of people say, well, if they don't try and they're just lazy, they're going to come out with a lower IQ than what they really are. And I always argue, well, wait a minute, if you're too lazy to try hard on an IQ test, then isn't lazy part of your intelligence? And even though you have the capacity to be smarter, your actual functional, effective intelligence is your intelligence plus your laziness, or rather, minus your laziness. So what I want you to do is take an IQ test online. Queendom is one place to go. You can have it professionally administered, but we're just looking for ballpark figures here. Find out if you're a fucking retard, if you're just lazy. If you're just lazy, the solution is to stop being lazy and to stop being a whiny fucking cunt. If you try your best on the IQ test, like you really do, and then you still score like 80 or 85, well, yeah, then you're an idiot. And there's nothing wrong with it, nothing morally wrong with it. It's just unfortunate you're just not that intelligent. And at least now you know that you're not going to be capable of, maybe that was the best you could do in community college was a 2.1. But the way you write and the way that you seem to have a desire, your writing's too, I can almost guarantee you're not an idiot because your writing is too good. It's, you're succinct, you're to the point. You're just a lazy fuck. That's all it is. And don't ask me what the solution to it is. It's like fat chicks. Well, what am I going to do to lose weight? You got to work out and eat less. What else do I have to do to lose? That's it. There's nothing else to do. Stop pigging out. Stop being fucking lazy. Get a fucking game plan together. Because I got news for you. I don't think you're going to be as bad as your parents or your grandparents or the saints taking care of you, your siblings and your aunts and your mother and all them. Because you're not going to have children until you're damn well good and ready. But boy, you're not going to achieve much better than that with this, So you got to find some kind of game plan, and then you got to go and execute it. And for the first time in your fucking life, will you actually try your best so you know what your capacity is? Because you've already wasted a good third of your life, maybe 2/7 of your life, and then you'll be dead. So do you want to waste the remaining 5/7? Or do you want to go and get the best you can out of life, right? So you're going to have to go. Again, I don't know. We'd have to sit. This is a completely separate question. What do you want to do? What do you want to go to school for? If you don't know, one, sit down and really ponder what would you like to become. If it's sales, if that's really what you want to become, well then bust your motherfucking ass off at the current job, because going to college for a marketing degree is bullshit. If you want to get outside of that and want to do something more with your hands, something that's like a short 2-year stint in community college, although maybe one because you got your prereqs out of the way, become a mechanic, become, something. I'm giving you things I think you're capable of. I don't think you have the ability to go and become a chemical engineer unless you became, I don't know, a milling expert or some kind of trades like a welder, and then you worked really hard and you found out you liked the chemistry aspect, then, you get a work ethic, you go get your bachelor's in chemical engineering, fine, but that's down the road. So we're talking baby steps now. And the final thing I'd say, you want to be lazy no more? Well, you join the military, son. And I tell you, they're going to pay you better and treat you better than any other fucking employer right now, with you being 22 and not even having a degree. And you know what? You're going to hate it at first, and it's really going to suck. But you'll stop being lazy, and you'll come out a way better man and way better off in your life. Unless you get shot or maimed or killed. In that case, you won't be turning out to be a better man, because there is that risk. But if you survive it, I think that's your best option right now. As I think it's pretty much every young man's and young woman's best option is the damn military. So that's it. I can't force you to drink the water. I could just lead it to it, and there's like several streams you can drink from. Sit down, talk to your girlfriend, find out what she wants, find out what she thinks, ask yourself what you want out of life, and then put together a plan and fucking execute it. Because you got nothing else to do, and you lying around lackadaisically getting 2.1s at community college is not going to achieve it, and you will piss away your fucking life. So the solution to being lazy is to never be so lazy to ask that question ever again. And be working hard enough, you never have to ask it again. Best of luck. Toodles.